Krishna. Today's topic is what is brain. Brain क्या है? हम शुरू से देखते हैं कि हमारे पास ब्रेन होता है, ब्रेन के साथ हमारा इंटेलिजेंस होता है और साथ में एक माइंड भी होता है. सो देयर इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ माइंड, देयर इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस and there is a brain. So brain is a part of your body, gross body. It can be physically checked. You can visualize that brain, you can see that brain through some medical instrument, but you cannot see the mind and you cannot see your intelligence part. What is mind? The mind is a thought process which you keep on thinking over the years or over the days, depend upon your experiences. You think the thought process get generated. When the thought process gets generated, it gets captured in the physical form, which is called as brain. Now, through the intelligence, which is depend upon your educations, or even if you are not qualified, your senses, you will retain some portion of your memory in the brain, and you will forget some portion of memory. You will forget, depend upon what memory you have to retain. What memory will give you a benefit, and what memory will give you a loss. This will depend upon the person perspectives, individual personality. So let's read. Brain is a part of the gross body and can be seen or physical feel it. So normally we use the brain in order to discover the material things. Like we use the brain to generate money. We use the brain to generate wealth. And from wealth to multiply properties, to multiply the bank balance. We use the brain to enjoy certain type of foods. We use the brain to enjoy drinking alcohol. We use the brain for our educations, and there are many other things we use the brain. So if you see during the entire journey of the life, we use the brain only to evaluate what is good and bad from the material things point of view. We have never used the brain for a self-discovery. When we use the brain for a self-discovery rather than discovery of the things, then you will able to establish your lost relationship with the Lord. So brain में जितने भी thought process होते हैं वो more of material things के होते हैं. That is why you are not able to see the God. You are not able to feel the God. You are not able to connect with the God. Even you go to the multiple temples, you go to the religious places, you go to the dhams, but still next day you again visualize only the material things. That leads to a loss of connection with the Lord. Lord connection will establish only when you start discovering or start using the brain for your self discovery rather than discovery of the material things. So what kind of stuff we store in the brain? We carry all kind of stuff we carry in the brain, which is purely material things. And then we allocate what we want to retain, we allocate what we want to throw from our brain. So rest of the material which is vanished is called a lost memory. Now it is up to us only what we have to think and what we have to retain in the brain. So whatever is left in the brain, if it is impacting you and making your body in the anxiety position, you are solely responsible for keeping that thought in your brain. So in order to avoid this, you have to re-establish your lost relationship with the Lord instead of searching your happiness in the things only. So there are even you are attached with your relationship, you have many contacts, you have friends, but some of the friends do exist, but they feel you that you are alone in the world when you are in the great trouble. So leave that people, because that will again occupy your brain capacity. So change your way, change your life only. So जैसे आप अपना way change करोगे, you will change your life. So in the summary, there is a brain, there is a mind, there is an intelligence. Mind generate the thought process that store in the brain. intelligent evaluate what is good for you, what is bad for you, and depend upon our environment, we retain some portion in our brain, and we lost some portion. We remove some portion of memory from our brain, and whatever is retained, sometimes it give happiness to us, sometimes it give anxiety to us. So whatever the happiness, anxiety you are getting, is you are solely responsible for the said transaction. So you can establish your relationship with the Lord only when you start discovering yourself. You start using your brain for a self discovery instead of discovering of material things. Thank you. Hare Krishna.